Hello, beautiful people. So today is going to be a very informative video. It's going to be a lot of me talking. So today what I wanted to talk to you guys about was my experience, my overall thoughts, and basically anything and everything that I experienced last week when it came to Nobis. So basically the title has given it away. For any of you who don't know what Nobis is, it's a Canadian company that produces winter coats for men's, women's, and kids. So that's basically where this video is going. If that's not necessarily what you guys want to hear about, see you guys next time. But as far as what I wanted to talk about in this video, there's a couple things that I just kind of wanted to touch on. I wrote a very extensive blog on my website if you guys want to check it out with clickable pictures. If you guys if you ever check out my website, all the pictures in the blogs are actually clickable, so if you click on them, they will either send you to the products page of that company's website, or they'll send you to my Instagram or whatever, depending on whatever the photo is. So just a little info out there. So basically, last week I visited Nobis's new flagship store. It's on Queen Street, which I will, as always, leave all the descriptions or all the info of everything I'm going to mention in the description box down below. So the address, the website, my website, the blog, the link, and all that will be down here. Basically, I visited the store. I had noticed it 2 weeks prior, and I wanted to go in and try some coats on and see what Nobis has come up with in the last 4 years. I was introduced to these coats about 3 to 4 years ago. I wasn't a fan of them originally. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm also going to talk about the coats that I tried on, all the tech side of it, and I'm going to give you my final opinion and overview of what I think about Nobis today, 2015, now trying on the collection that is now out and available. And if you guys want to stick around and hear. So let's start off with, okay, so I was introduced to Nobis 3 to 4 years ago. Nobis has been around since 2007. I had gotten the opportunity to try the coats on, sell the coats for the company that I worked with. They carried them for a season, and when the rep came in to do kind of a product knowledge thing for the store, we got to hear about the company, and we got to hear a little bit about the coats. I remember going out with everybody in my department and my manager to go try the coats on, or at least the coats and the styles that we had, and we all tried them on, and we're all different shapes and sizes. I'm a little bit bigger on bottom, where some of the girls were a little bit bigger up top, and or just sticks kind of things, whatever. We all try the coats on, and I don't think then any of these coats actually fit any one of us properly. The waist wasn't where it was supposed to be. Like, it was just really weird. Like, they didn't feel good. The shoulders weren't, I don't know, they weren't sized properly, they weren't sewn well. Overall, I was not impressed with this company at all, and I haven't paid them any attention in the last 4.5 years. Stepping into the winter coat world, it is difficult because defeating the almighty massive Canada Goose beast that there is, it is difficult. In the last year or so, I would say, though, a lot of people are looking to get away from Canada Goose for multiple reasons. One, because everybody has it. Two, because the quality is there. But as far as what Canada Goose is produced to be, Goose is produced to be a functioning winter coat in dry, cold winters, which if you live in Toronto, within the vicinity of Toronto, or like places like London, England, where it's raining all the time, your Goose isn't going to survive that kind of weather for the years to come. It's not going to be a coat that lasts you a decade. It's going to be a coat that maybe lasts you 2-3 seasons, unfortunately, because it's just the structure and the technology in the coat is just not there. It's not there to survive wet winters. So, getting into the Nobis world, I went into the store with my best friend and we tried on a couple of coats. I tried on 3 coats, which I'm going to talk about now. First I tried on the Abbey. All the coats I tried on were in a size small, as well as if you guys want to see what they looked like, I took pictures and again I posted them all along with the blog. So if you want to see how they looked up close, they're there. The Abbey was the first coat I tried on. And it's got a double zipper. The fabric is nice and thick. The other thing that's incredibly impressive, they have taken this coat. These coats, let me just first say, these coats are the fashion coats that everybody wants but have all the tech that they don't know that they need. Nobis has created basically the ideal winter coat for a woman living in Toronto or that wants a fashion but function coat. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to applaud Nobis for creating the ideal winter coat for the fashionista and for even the woman out there that didn't know she wanted something that was fitted but that functions. That is massive. I have to, I'm just mind blown. Putting on this coat, I was just shocked by how instantly warm it was. They use Canadian duck down, so just like Canada Goose, they use duck down. They have coyote fur on the hood. It's a 3/4 length styled coat, so it's about 2 to 3 inches just above my knee when it comes to the 3/4 length world of coats. It's got, again, the double zipper. This coat fit me. I can't remember the last time a coat has fit me this well. It fit me like a glove. It fit my butt and my hips so well. And then not only did it fit my shoulders that are pretty wide for most women, because I am pretty tall overall. I'm about 5'8". Putting on this coat, it fit my shoulders so comfortably. Not only did this coat fit like a glove, but it fit up top. And it still had room to put something else underneath, which is huge, huge. Being able to layer underneath a winter coat is important. The reality is you can't go out in the wintertime when it's negative 30 degrees outside in just a t-shirt. You're insane if you do that for an extended period of time, or you just produce more body heat than I do. These coats, I tried this coat on and I was so impressed. They have nice thick cuffs around the bottom, around the sleeves of the coat that have thumb holes so they cover your hands. It was just like putting on a duvet that was just looks stunning. This coat looks stunning, basically. Waterproofing wise, I applaud and praise the fact that finally there is a company that has understood the reality of a wet winter. They have taped seam sealed in critical areas this coat. So what that means, all the seams on the inside of the coat have been sealed. So basically that alone helps waterproofing wise, through the roof. They have DWR coated these coats. These coats are apparently waterproof up to 10,000, and that's just some tech lingo. As far as waterproofing, basically you don't have to worry about the waterproofing of this coat. It's waterproof, which is huge when it comes to winter coats, and I don't even think a lot of companies realize this factor. It's not Gore-Tex, but it's as waterproof as you're going to get in the winter coat world of things. Waterproofing down, it's all, Canadian down. The coat it has some weight to it. The fabric is nice and thick, which means it's going to be completely windproof. So if you're standing outside for extended periods of time, you don't need to worry about it. And this goes through all the coats that I've tried on. It just was shocking how amazing this coat felt. I am praising, this is going to be just a praising video, so if you guys are already sick of it, you can click out now. Aside from the Abbey, I tried the Astrid on, which was an option of a coat that they decided, which was their lowest price point coat. I think the Astrid is about $7.95. It has no fur. It has a really cool baffled hood. It's very reminiscent of the Ad coats that are out there. Ad is an Italian company that produces winter coats. Very she, very fashion. This coat, the one thing that impressed me, okay, the one downfall that I have about the Abbey is where they placed the pockets. There are massive pockets placed like on the sides of the hips. That is the one thing I didn't like about the coat. Just had to say that. When it comes to the Astrid, there was one thing that makes me incredibly nervous when it comes to winter coats, and that is a belt. If you know me and my personal opinion on what it takes to make a good winter coat, a belt is definitely not on that list. A lot of companies make elasticated belts, and what that does is it cinches in the waist, which ideally it's supposed to create the illusion of a waist. But what it all ends up doing is it creates this weird bubbled look, and it's just not flattering. Let's be real here. It just makes every woman, whether you're a double extra small or an extra large or whatever, it's hideous. It doesn't do anything, basically. So when I saw the belt, it made me incredibly nervous, but once I did it up, I was mind blown. This entire experience was just mind blowing. This coat, even without the fur, just overall the cut, the style, I loved it. I loved the hood. I love the way it sits and the collar. The one thing as far as the hood and this style that I didn't necessarily like is the fact that the hood, it's a down-filled hood, which is nice and thick. It's going to keep your head warm. But I just have to say to anybody maybe listening out there from Nobis, it's just not deep enough. I feel like it sits just on the crown of my head, and you definitely want something a little bit deeper because you really, especially because you don't have that fur there on your face to protect you, you need something a little bit deeper just to protect your face, just to have a scarf and to protect you. Just throwing that out there. That was the only problem that I had with this style. But the belt is, I have to say, just the belt buckle is an ingeniously designed belt buckle. So if the creator of that belt buckle is listening, high five, gold stars. I couldn't believe how well, just alone, this belt was designed. The fabric and the belt itself is a little bit thicker, which helps to sit on the jacket better once it's done up. It doesn't create any weird creases or any weird bubbling looks. It was so incredibly flattering. I loved the belt. I love the belt on this winter coat. It just sat perfectly where it was supposed to sit. You can take the belt off completely from what the sales associate told me. You can just get rid of the belt if you don't want it there. But I'm telling you, this is a belt you're going to want to keep on the coat. Overall, same features as the last coat. Double zippers, nice and thick, super warm. No fur, and lowest price point in their collection. As far as when it comes to price point and Nobis, they are on the higher end of things, but they are definitely within the realm of Canada Goose, within the realm of your Parajumper and your Macaj. They are within that realm and that family of higher end winter coats. Now, the one and last piece that I'm dying. I would die to have this coat. The last coat I went in with the intentions of trying it on is the Shira. The Shira is a much longer style. It's past the knee. I was wearing tall boots that day too, so basically I was covered from head to toe. It was past the knee for another 3 inches below my knee. This coat, double zippers, most stunning winter coat I've seen in years, and I'm not exaggerating. This coat is stunning. The matte fabric creates a gorgeous look on the outside. The belt creates the kind of waist you want in a winter coat with a belt. They've hit it on the head. But this coat just screams luxury. It has a nice thick collar that has rabbit fur on it that is removable, along with the hood with the coyote fur. The only downfall to this style is that because the collar is so thick on this coat, the hood becomes kind of useless in a way because there's so much to get past, as well as I don't know if I just didn't see it, but the flaps of the hood kind of take away from the look of it. I don't know if there's a place to kind of put them in to make it more streamlined, but the collar, the fur collar is removable along with the whole hood itself, along with the fur. So it does create a completely different look once you take the hood off. But this coat just is stunning from head to toe. It's long, it's warm, it is so warm. I was cooking in this thing. I wouldn't need more than a long sleeve top underneath it anyways, which is impressive. But I've always said this, the longer you go with a winter coat, obviously the more coverage you're going to get, so it's going to just keep you warmer. But I have to say, I'm in love with this coat. If I haven't unfortunately had a chance to wear this coat for a winter season, so I really can't give it a proper review as far as being out in the environment, but just trying it on and having the opportunity to wear it within the store, like from head to toe, I am impressed. They've got the longer cuffs that cover, that have the thumb hole, they have the fleece lined pockets, they've got a belt that works. Everything about this coat is just stunning. If you're looking for a durable version to a Montclair, this is it. It's amazing. I love this coat. And I love all the coats that I tried on. I am seriously shocked and amazed, and I'm going to be pimping out Nobis for the next little while. They have created some sturdy, amazing coats that not only are waterproof, but they are machine washable. Have to make that a point. The minute the guy said that to me, the sales associate, like eyes wide, jaws dropped. Like I was shocked. They have also produced a winter coat that is machine washable, which is huge. I still recommend you use a down wash with it and not just a regular detergent, because that ruins down over time. Down washes, a bunch of companies make them. I have done a couple of videos where I've mentioned it. I will leave a couple links to a couple of those products down below. But the companies that produce that kind of stuff just wash the coats. It helps to wash them properly and a longevity. You get a warranty with these coats. I'm not going to say it's identical to the Canada Goose one, because the Canada Goose one in the general public has had so many misconceptions. But as far as warranties, these coats come with a warranty. And I just have to say, these coats have my stamp of approval. I know this is a really long video of me just talking about them, and I haven't even gone to everything that I've mentioned in my blog, so again, if you guys want to go check that out. I just have to say, if you're looking for a high-end quality, good quality, warm, gorgeous winter coat, I highly, highly recommend you go and check out Nobis. I seriously applaud you guys for producing stunning winter coats, and I thank you guys as well as the store for giving me just the opportunity and the time to just try a couple of them on. I hope maybe at some point I'll be able to have the luxury of owning one of them, but again, if you guys are looking for an amazing winter coat, I highly recommend you check these guys out. Anything else, as always, if you guys want to leave a comment or a question, leave them in the comment section down below. Whether you guys want me to talk about Nikwax or Moose Knuckle, because I have a lot to say about those brands, especially in the last year or two, the changes that they have made, and just a lot. Any winter coat company you want me to talk about, as always, you guys can reach me through my Instagram, my Twitter, which again, all of that will be down below. As always, thank you guys for coming and visiting my new website and getting a hold of me through my Instagram and watching and coming here and listening to me babble and rant on about these wonderful winter coats. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you guys are, and I hope you all are staying nice and warm. Bye, guys.